Okay, so I'm gonna just invite everybody um, to find your space. It's been a little while since we've connected, so again, I just want to welcome you back. Um, I'll go ahead and put everybody on mute just in case there's any background noise. Um, and again, just kind of easing back in. So maybe for some of you right now, you've had a practice, even if it's been spotty. Maybe you haven't. It doesn't matter. This is really just an opportunity to open the door for a little bit of space for you again to find some maybe momentum that feels a little bit of softer, like almost like a softer opening as we step into spring. So the idea of offering these meditations on Monday, and also kind of more of like almost like a guided yoga nidra style on Thursday, is to just think of it like easing in versus kind of like ripping the door open. Like we are still in the season of winter. Winter is a time where we get to reflect a lot. It's a time where we get to slow down. It's a time seasonally we're also supposed to rest more, plant our seeds, and really start to formulate what is it that we really want to do? What is it that we really want to water for the spring? So traditionally, our new year really starts on spring equinox. So maybe sitting with that concept for a moment in your own body, in your own space, as you close your eyes if you haven't yet, and just really thinking about maybe how these past few months have been for you. What can you reflect upon? And just notice what comes into your awareness. And then notice how you feel about it. Is there an emotion or emotions that are attached? Or was it a little bit more of just a neutral recap? Maybe a mix of both. And so, none being better than the other. Again, just reminding ourselves that it's just really the space that we're creating for ourselves to step into these beautiful kind of areas of our mind where we get to understand ourselves a little bit more. Thinking about maybe people that have showed up in our life, maybe events, or maybe even doors that have closed along the way, too. Maybe learnings, growth. Maybe some people feel a renewance. We're all going to experience this season differently. We're all going to be in different cycles of our life as well. So, winter will influence who we are and where we are, but we'll still have our own path. And that's the beauty. We get to share the journey, we get to share the adventures we have. and all the nuances. So I welcome you to really allow yourself to maybe take some nice, easy breath in and some nice, easy breath out. Giving yourself a chance just to kind of maybe acknowledge your presence here through your breath. And notice how maybe when you breathe in and out, and it could be at any style, anything that comes natural to you, just start to acknowledge the body as well. Notice maybe where you're breathing into or where you might feel the breath. And so much of this is really just giving ourselves space to explore, to be curious, and to witness. And just keep those breaths naturally moving in and out at your own pace. Notice if at some point maybe your body takes a deeper breath. And if there's anything else cycling into your awareness, maybe there's something going on with your body, maybe there's things you need to do. My only invitation is just to slowly bring your awareness back to your breath every time that might happen. And just noticing the space that you're in. The idea here this morning is just to simply hold it for you. It's not saying we have to be anywhere else but here. It's just simply gaining more of an ability to see how we hold ourselves and to watch what comes up when we're doing that. So keep that breath gently moving in and out. Stay attentive to what floats in and out as well. And you notice an ease in the bones as you continue to sit here, as the nervous system naturally regulates itself. It actually knows exactly what to do. And while there are beautiful techniques of breathing or specific, maybe acupressure points, I could ask you to do this right here is still the most important thing that you can do for yourself. Sit here and simply breathe. And as you are breathing, you create a deeper awareness, a witnessing, a chance to watch your own currents inside of you and let them be there with you. Very similar to learning how to maybe navigate the ocean in a boat or on a lake. Sometimes the waters will be calm. Sometimes you might have some storms that you might just need to be with. And they might look like judgment. It might look like trying to process an experience. It might look like trying to have patience for something. And we acknowledge that none is really better than the other. It's just a moment. And the more we give that moment to literally breathe with us, the moment will naturally resolve itself with its own intelligence. But this can often only be done if we breathe, if we give ourselves the space, even for 5 minutes, to drop in. And sometimes those versions don't always look like this one, and that's okay too. So we also create a little softness in our experiences, maybe noticing that doing the dishes, maybe going for a walk can actually support us too. However, it is these moments that we create, like right now, that do actually help all of those other moments because we can hold ourselves. We can just be and be with it, or be with the breath, or be with whatever is there. And for these next couple minutes, I'm going to be silent and I'm just going to welcome you to keep breathing. And if you want a little bit of a challenge, breathe a little bit deeper. And just notice what that feels like. deep breaths. And then maybe allowing your breath to become natural. And then taking your awareness and dropping it into your heart for a moment, or heart space. And begin to ask yourself, what is it that you would like to walk with today, or maybe even throughout your week, with everything that you decide to say yes to? Maybe even see if you can boil it down to maybe one or just a few words. Maybe the word is ease or softness. Maybe the word is courage. It can be whatever you want. Just really make sure you sit with that word in your heart to make sure it resonates for you. And then see if you can take 3 cycles of breath and just really breathe into that space. Breathe into that word. And maybe imagine it moving through all of your body. From the tips of the toes to the tips of the fingers to the crown of the head. And as you breathe in and out into this word, into your body, into your heart, you're simply allowing it to be an anchor point for you. Something that you can come back to at any point. Where in some instances we may stray, we may veer off, and it's completely okay. The point is, you have an anchor point to come home to. Go ahead and take one more good deep breath in throughout the whole body. And then a beautiful exhale from that space. Good. And from here, you'll just give yourself the opportunity now just to simply awaken little by little. Maybe that's just simply moving fingers and toes. Maybe it's wiggling the body around a little bit. And then eventually, when you do feel ready, maybe it's a soft fluttering of the eyes and back into the room. Okay. We are complete. Well done.